My good people of Nigeria, I came across a video recently between Senator Dino Melaye and Festus Keyamo, senior advocate of Nigeria. A very heated video. Please enjoy the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. God bless you. I beg man, I help on our brother now. Subscribe.
But I just want to tell you this, that take it from the right or take it from the left. This Bolekaja approach of Festus, or this Boju approach,
that's his fault. That's an insult.
Or Boju approach,
that's an insult.
Understand? Cannot save the day. The truth is, but I'm not going to blame Festus, because Festus is a lawyer. You hire a lawyer, you pay a lawyer to defend you, and APC have hired him, they've paid him, and what he's doing here is justifiable by him. As far as he's concerned, he has smiled to the bank and is defending the illegality by Mr. President, the what as the APC government. What even the APC is talking about, you don't know them as much as I do. You came and joined us in APC. I am a founding member of the APC.
You came and joined us. You came and joined us.
In the APC.
You were APC. No.
In the APC.
You came and joined us.
I'm
a founding member. You came and joined us. You came and joined us.
To join me.
You came to join us.
Even in the APC, yes. I have a better standing and footing than you.
Oh, really?
But once I was blind, now I can see. We have seen through your
that's the most atrocious result of. Let me talk.
This is another APC lie.
Now 2011. Let me remind Nigerians of 2011.
It is not true.
Let me remind Nigerians.
It is not true.
Let me remind Nigerians.
This is another APC
now
lie.
You don't want me to talk.
This is another APC lie.
You don't want me to talk.
You intercepted me when I was speaking too. So I'm telling you that this is a bogus lie.
Let me remind Nigerians of 2011. It is not correct. Let me remind Nigerians.
And that lie has expired. That lie has expired.
He cannot. He doesn't want me to talk.
That lie has expired.
He doesn't want me to talk.
Let's make this.
I cannot sit down here and be told.
Let's make the conversation a bit interesting and educative for our viewers. Distinguished Senator, if you hold on, let the senior advocate speak. Senator Melaye, just hold on for a moment. Mr. Keyamo,
he is endorsing now the statement of the president, saying that without going through prosecution, without legal trial, a man can be killed.
Yeah, when that is
what Festus Keyamo is saying.
When you are threatening the life of others.
All right, gentlemen, just hold on, hold on.
Anybody who decides to snatch boxes or lead thugs to disturb it, maybe there's the last lawful action he will take. I really give the military and the police to be ruthless. We are not going to be blamed that we want to rig election. I want Nigerians to be respected. Let them vote whoever they want across the parties.
I am completely in shock that in a democratic setting, a president will speak with the anointing of Idi Amin Dada of Uganda. A president will use the word ruthless. The president will order killings of Nigerians without going through legal procedures. That's totally unacceptable, totally unacceptable. I'm utterly disappointed in that statement. And the statement will just remind me of a portion of the Bible that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. There is no reason, no rationale for the president of a country who is the father of the nation to speak in such draconian manner. Sheung, I am appalled. That statement is very unprecedented. And I expected that by now the president should have apologized to Nigerians and withdraw that statement. But instead, there's been a lot of efforts boxing the wind by chieftains of the APC, trying to defend what is not defendable, trying to even give different colorations and insinuations to the statement by Mr. President. We're all Nigerians and he spoke in English language. And all of us understand that that statement was least expected of Mr. President. But
rigging in our country since elections started in Nigeria. And it is high time we took a definite, harsh position on it, supported by law. And whoever does not like it, that means that is the person that is the rigger and the person that wants to snatch ballot boxes. It's just like somebody who comes to a premises and says that all prostitutes in this premises stink. And if two women come out and say, what do you mean? And the women begin to show their anger and frustration, that will tell you that you have just identified the prostitutes in that premises. The president did not say APC or PDP members, anybody who snatches ballot boxes. Since yesterday, PDP has been crying foul. And so it is clear to Nigerians who are those who snatch ballot boxes. And that is what the PDP has been doing since yesterday. So I want to tell Nigerians there's nothing wrong with that statement. Whoever wants to snatch ballot boxes, be prepared to pay for it with your life. If you are
in essence, is that we should cure illegality with illegality. Basically, that is what he's saying. And it's actually very ridiculous and laughable that a lawyer, SAN of his status, will defend this gross incompetence of the president as okay. In fact, he said he will advise the president to do same again and again. I mean, we are really in a precarious situation in this country. Festus is my brother, is my friend. The slow motion defense he just gave to Mr. President now definitely show that in his days before becoming the spokesman, he would have defended this the other way. But you know, when you are not speaking the truth, most times it won't flow. So, and that is what is happening here. The truth of the matter is no one is supporting snatching of ballot boxes. No one will. And I want to say that it is the characteristics of APC. We saw it in Ekiti, we saw it in Osun, and it's actually their trademark and their heritage. So no one in the PDP is pro snatching of ballot boxes. But what we are saying is that we are in a very civilized climate. Is Festus saying that everyone who snatches ballot box kills? What is the punishment for snatching ballot box if you are not injurious to other people? We are in a very civilized situation in this country, or we are supposed to be in a very civilized milieu in this country, where laws are supposed to be respected, where the president, like I said, is supposed to be a role model to Nigerians, where you are supposed to speak with utmost decorum and respect for rule of law, and where a president will come and say a man who commits an offense without going through prosecution, without going through legal processes, should be killed. Automatically, you have empowered the security agencies and the satanic characters you have in the APC to take laws into their hands. And it's appalling that this is the perspective. And that statement from the president actually, for me, is a serious confirmation that the president has to visit.
Security agents, they know exactly that is the law. And please, my friend Dino Melaye should not twist my statement out of what I said. I am saying it definitely and clearly. He has not quoted the law. I am citing the law for him. All my life, I have been a prosecutor. And I'm telling him that the Robbery and Firearms Act says that once you take property by force, you are liable to death sentence. He has not replied that. I have told him too that when you want to change a government by force, by any means, whether by snatching or anything, by not following constitution, you want to change the government, that or overall the president, that is treason or treasonable felony. And the punishment for treason is death. He has not responded to that. So I am not saying we want to cure illegality with legality. I am telling you we want to cure legality with illegality. The death, and let me tell you this, even law students, and I will pray that, please, Dino Melaye, with all respect, find more time to spend in the classroom than, in hospitals and all the theatrics you play. If you had spent more time in your criminal class, you will understand that it is not all the time that law enforcement agencies, where they kill people at the scene of crime, using violence and force, that is an illegality. That is
Mr. Keyamo, again, I wouldn't want us to stay on personality. Don't let us attack personality. Let's stay on the issues. The senator is a distinguished member of the National Assembly. So I wouldn't want, as much as I have cautioned him, I wouldn't want also to go on personal attacks. So the big question is, like I showed our viewers earlier today, the election of Saturday, the APC had said, your party, Senator Melaye, is jittery that you are going to lose.
If you don't mind, please. If you don't mind, please. He posed a question, and I would like to quickly respond to that. From the punctuations of the SAN, he is turning the whole thing to insults and all that. But I will not go that line with him. You know, I will not go into the gutters with Festus.
But you insulted the president now. No disrespect. Can you apologize for insulting the president?
I will just
Can you apologize?
I will not go into the gutters
No,
with
can
you.
you apologize for insulting the president?
I will not go into the gutters with you.
You should go back to the hospital.
I will not go. I will not go.
No,
I will not go back to
apologize.
the gutters with you. You know what I want to make. What he said is an abnormal situation. So basically, if you are saying that because a man carries a ballot box, because the president already has acted as justice or honorable judge of a high court by pronouncing death on people without going through legal decision. Your Firearms Act and all you quoted, did he empower the president, Muhammadu Buhari, to make pronouncement of death on criminals or people who are caught disobeying the law of the land? Because you are now saying that the pronouncement of the president is justified. You are a senior advocate of Nigeria. And I know that elementary law tells you that the president is not a judge of a high court, is not a magistrate, is not a Supreme Court justice. He has no powers within his disposal to make pronouncement of death or cause one to die because of an offense. So you, as senior advocate of Nigeria, is that what you were taught in law school? To say that the president has powers to make pronouncement of death on an offender or a criminal in this country?
That is what I'm saying. Let me answer you.
You need a court of law to make such pronouncements, not the president of a country to make declaration of death on people who have committed offense. He has no such powers. He's not a judge, he's not a justice, he's not an officer of the law. He cannot make such pronouncement. And it's disgraceful that you are here defending what is supposed to be shameful. Your kids are watching this program. Your kids will ask you tomorrow, Daddy, do you say it is okay for a president of a country to make such very grievous, satanic, wicked, intellectually stagnant statements without recourse? I expect you, as an office, as somebody who practices law, somebody who is an apostle in the temple of justice, to come out and make ameliorations for the wrongdoing of Mr. President. Instead, you are being insolent, you are passing unprintable words on individuals here. And you said I insulted the president. I did not insult the president. Rather, I advised Mr. President.
Now,
the action of that Nigerians and the Nigerian Bar Association and even the clients of Festus Keyamo should please take note of the fact that Keyamo on public TV just endorsed extrajudicial killing. Because what he just said now is quoting the statement of Obasanjo, endorsing the statement of Obasanjo and many others who have said shoot aside and all that. And I do not expect that a senior advocate of Nigeria will be here to promote and endorse extrajudicial killing. I mean, that is very, very surprising. But I just want to tell you this, that take it from the right or take it from the left. This Bolekaja approach of Festus, or this Boju approach,
that's insult. That's an insult.
Or Boju approach,
that's an insult.
Understand, cannot save the day. The truth of the matter is clear, that President Muhammadu Buhari have always benefited, because he was here talking and ranting. What has the APC government, what even the APC is talking about, you don't know them as much as I do. You came and joined us in APC. I am a founding member of the APC.
You came and joined us. You came and joined us.
In the APC.
You were in APC. No.
In the APC.
You came and joined us.
I am in the
I'm
APC.
a founding member. You came and joined us. You came and joined us.
To join me.
You came to join us.
Even in the
I'm
APC,
a foundation member.
Even in the APC,
yes.
I have a better standing and footing than you.
Oh, really?
But once I was blind, now I can see.
I see.
We have seen through your orchestrations. We have seen through your lies. We have seen through your deception, and that is why Nigerians are.
Senator Melaye, let me come in here. Sorry. Hold on, Senator Melaye. Hold on. We have let's balance the conversation. Let's go back to, though you didn't answer my question as regarding the allegations of monies linked to some members of your party. But Mr. Keyamo, you're a lawyer, and I'll put this to you. Under Chapter 5 of the Constitution, under Section 33, on the fundamental human rights, the big question is the validity of what you have said. And under the Geneva Convention, there are rules for wars as enshrined in that convention. Are you saying that those are the things that you're saying, Nigeria should not obey it, or those statements should not go in tandem.
Religious and ethnic card, and that lie has expired. That lie has expired.
He doesn't want me to talk.
That lie has expired.
He doesn't want me to talk.
Let's make this conversation a bit interesting and educative for our viewers. Distinguished Senator, if you hold on, let the senior advocate speak. Senator Melaye, just hold on for a moment. Mr. Keyamo, if you make your point quickly.
Let me explain the fundamental human rights for you. Now, the provisions of chapter 33, look at provision of chapter 33 that talks about the right to life. There are always exceptions to the right to life. And in the exceptions to the right to life, one of those exceptions is that you can legitimately take life if you are doing it to protect the life of others, or to protect the destruction of property. That is an exception under section chapter 33 that you just quoted, and even under the Geneva Conventions. So it is clear that what the president said, I repeat it for the umpteenth time, the president quoted the provisions of the law, supported by law, backed by the Constitution, and I will advise the president to say it over and over again. If you are not afraid of it, if you don't want to fall into that trap, don't snatch ballot boxes. Don't interrupt the process, the voting process, which the PDP is planning to do. You see why they are jittery? You see why they are afraid?
More jittery than anyone else.
You are more jittery than anyone else. They want to snatch ballot boxes.
You are more jittery than anyone else.
That is why they are afraid. That's
all
why they are afraid.
So let me just quickly tell you this. The jungle justice, the anti-jungle justice bill is my bill. And President Muhammadu Buhari signed that bill into law December 2 years ago. And that bill is my bill. And what the president have done is an endorsement of jungle justice. What the president have done, he is a lawyer. He knows what happened in Bello versus government of Oyo State, where a criminal that has been sentenced to death, talking about the right to life, who has been sentenced to death already, because his death warrant have not been signed by the governor of the case of the state. He was executed. But the court held that his family be compensated, that despite the fact that he has been condemned to death, he still have right to life. But he is endorsing now the statement of the president, saying that without going through prosecution, without legal trial, a man can be killed.
Yeah, when that is what Festus Keyamo is saying. When you are threatening the life of others.
All right.